So yesterday was Trump's first cabinet meeting. Lawrence went down there. He was standing with everyone in the press and asked a few questions. Here's one he asked to Donald Trump and to Pete Hegseth about firing the generals who were responsible for the withdrawal of Afghanistan.
Mr. President, you were just talking about Afghanistan and the botched withdrawal. Have all the generals or command staff that were involved with the withdrawal been fired or relieved of duty?
Well, that's a great idea. I'm not going to tell this man what to do, but I will say that if I had his place, I'd fire every single one of them, Pete. That's a very good question.
Well, it's a question we've thought a lot about. We're doing a complete review of every single aspect of what happened with the botched withdrawal of Afghanistan and plan to have full accountability. It's one of the first things we announced at the Defense Department for that reason, sir. Certainly, General Raising Cane, who's on his way in, was not a part of that. Instead, was a part of leading the effort against ISIS by untying the hands of warfighters and finishing the job properly and then bringing our troops home. So we're taking a very different view, obviously, than the previous administration, and there will be full accountability.
I don't see big promotions in that group, and I think they're going to be largely gone.
You know, it was a telling moment because it's obvious where the Secretary of Defense stands on this issue before he became Secretary of Defense. But it's a much different role when you become the Secretary of Defense, because before you can fire these people or relieve them of duty, you got to have due cause. And so he has to let the investigation take place. But of course, he's just got that directive from the president saying, hey, I want them gone essentially on live television. And I think he's leaning to that direction, but he has to have the investigation take place before he makes that ultimate decision.
What investigation do you need to do? We know that Joe Biden was told by his generals, don't do it this way. Ultimately, it was Joe Biden's responsibility. And he even said in a press conference after all those Americans were killed, he said, okay, the buck stops with me. Yeah. But now it's going to be like, okay, we want to hear from the generals who tried to talk him out of doing what he did.
And yesterday, President Trump said that Biden was the one who gave up Bagram Air Base. He said we left all of that equipment behind. He said we could land anything on those runways. It's so strategically placed. We need those runways. And we gave it up, or Joe Biden gave it up. He said, and don't forget the 13 who were killed at the Abbey Gate, and also the 40 people that were badly injured.
Well, I know that, and to your point, Steve, Joe Biden is ultimately responsible for what took place. But there were a lot of military aspects and components of it where they failed on. The fact that they gave up the base, as you noted, Ainsley. The fact that they left the military equipment that the enemy now has right now, and they're flaunting it all over the internet. The fact that they took the soldiers out of there before they took all the other civilians from out of there. The fact that there was a sniper that saw the IED, that saw someone that was suspicious, and someone in command didn't give the order to disarm them. So there were definitely a lot of military mishaps there, and I think that's what the SecDef is going to be investigating before he makes that ultimate decision.